Corporate Insights Unplugged. Today we are very delighted to have with us Mr. Sandeep Phuke, who with his extensive experience and insights will share with us some insights on the topic HR integration with AI. Let's jump right into this exciting conversation. Hello, everyone, and a huge welcome back to Corporate Insights Unplugged. I'm your host, Lysandra, and I'm absolutely thrilled to bring to you our latest deep dive. Thank you so much for the incredible love and support you have shown for all the remaining podcast. Your engagement fuels us, and we are ready to bring to you an even more deep dive into the corporate world. Today, we are thrilled to welcome our accomplished HR leader who brings 2 decades of experience in shaping human capital strategy across major organizations like Mahindra, Godrej, KPIT, and currently at Pernod Ricard India. Our guest is an HR professional with deep specialization in areas including talent acquisition, human resource management, training and development, performance appraisal, and statutory compliances. He is a proficient in system applications and products, in data processing and human and HR processes, and is a certified practitioner for neuro-linguistic programming from Association of Neuro-Linguistic Programming India, with an excellent track record in coordination and interpersonal skill. Please help me welcome our esteemed guest, Mr. Sandeep Phuke. Welcome, sir, to the show. It is our privilege to have you here.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you so much
One,
for this amazing introduction here. Sometimes, it feels privileged to hear my track record so far. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Wonderful. So let us begin with your permission, sir.
Sure. Let's move ahead.
Okay. So, sir, as you've been in the HR field for more than 2 decades, you have witnessed the evolution of HR in various ways. So, what is the defining moment that made you realize that HR was not just a tool for efficiency, but a necessary strategy pivot for the human resource future?
Yeah. So if I reflect back almost 2 decades back, that is 2004, when we started our career journey, and I'm sometimes feel fortunate that I work in a two different generations of HR, where we people used to work more on the paper, used to fill a lot of different registers by
Yes.
hand, and that time, intervention from the computer, the automation, whatnot, different tools started coming in. So of course, integrating of different tools to the HR and aligning HR thoughts with the business was a very prominent. And I still remember that people, especially leaders, used to ask, what do you feel where we are going to land at the end of year in terms of attrition? Now, answering those questions was pretty difficult at that time, and but nowadays it's a pretty cool to tell what not in terms of understanding the overall dashboards, understanding the historical data, understanding different inputs, and basis that quickly we can tell about where we are going to have attrition, uh, not only just attrition but from the talent perspectives, different corners of verticals of business, we can easily elaborate where we are going to land now. And that's what I feel, that this is not where the any iconic moment where I feel that AI is going to come and now we have to change, but it's a continuous process. So same like mobile, mobile is there, but when it was a calculator which completely disturbs or disrupts the typewriters, coming from the typewriters to computers to laptops to tabs, and then where we are landing on the mobile. So it is not a typical moment, but yes, it is a continuous process of evolution of the technology.
Yes, understood. Thank you so much. So, coming to our second question, out of all the experiences in traditional HR, be it compensation, labor relations, or even industrial relations, which is the single most valuable foundational HR skill that remains critical and applies successfully even in any AI driven HR department?
See, I feel, this is very important aspect where we are going to partner with the technology nowadays. I'm typically using the partnering word because it's not that we are going to use a technology, or it's not that technology is going to use human, but it's a
Yes.
partnering of human and the technology. And this plays very critical role in the human resources. Now, traditionally, human resource is known to support function, to support operations. It is an enabling function, but the scenario has been changed. Now, HR has evolved with the technology where it becomes one of the integral part of business. Now, any business, be it a startup or be it a launch of new product for the established company, it company or the strategy cannot be driven basis technology or only on the in terms of a market, but the people aspect is very very important, and hence it's very important to partner with the technology. Now, coming to your question, this is a right time where, uh, by partnering with the technology, we have to enable business for its continuous run, for its becoming a market leader or a benchmark in the industry. So that's very very important aspect. It's not a recruitment, it's not a performance appraisal, but it's a partnering with the technology is very very important aspect.
Yes, so that's definitely true. In today's time where technology is becoming so developed, it's important that we come together with it and work with it.
Yeah.
Coming together for our next question, we have, for a seasoned HR professional, AI integration can feel like a different world. What was the most crucial technical concept or area of knowledge, such as machine learning, data analytics, or even data architecture, you had to master quickly to succeed in deploying AI solutions?
So what I feel is, HR people, I feel largely they are not those technical aspects, not those,
Hmm.
analytical person who are completely playing with the data and the technology. HR people role is to understand that technology. At the other side, understand their own requirements coming out of the business and integrating it. Now here, the important aspect is to ask right question, to collect right data points, to uh, understand the right inputs that will define the very important aspect where you are designing HR strategies, if you are designing HR processes with the technology. I think if you it's a similar way where we are putting our prompts at chat gpt. So similar way, we the right prompt defines the right output. Similar way, if you understand the right input of business, if you understand the right use or data points of the machines or technology, I think you are the best person to integrate both for the business. So
Yes,
asking right questions, understanding the root causes of it is very very important skill set required for any traditional. And of course, with that there are multiple things. I mean, if I talk about
yes.
as a function, you should know the business processes, you should know the people who are working on what, how, and what is equally important in the business where person is doing what and how the person is delivering. So similar way, the asking
Yes,
right
sir.
questions and collecting the right data points.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. Coming to our next question, the deployment of AI is closely watched regarding biasness and even fairness. How did you adapt your project management style and policy making to thrive in an HR industry where more rules and ethical guidelines and requirements for algorithm transparency?
See, as I said earlier, it's not a technology which you will adopt, but this is a time where technology will be integral part of your life, be it a professional or a
Yes.
personal. And that's what it's very important for HR professional, or in that sense for any business person, to create ethical framework. That's at the beginning of before choosing any particular AI tools or any algorithm or any other technology which is required for a business. It is very very important for you to create ethical framework of the that technology. Now, what it all about ethical framework? It is not the uh, mechanism or framework uh, for measuring the cost and benefit ratio,
Mhm.
but it is largely how it will impact on people experiences, how it will impact on people processes by keeping the soul intact of your business and of your culture. That's very very important aspect.
Noted. Understood. So, coming to our last question for the segment, what is the most essential piece of non technical advice, a mindset, or an approach you would like to give someone from a purely HR background who is preparing for a mid to senior role in an AI enabled human capital industry?
See, I'll tell you, as I said, it's a 2 decades experience, and
Yes.
I proudly can say that I work with the different generations in HR
Yes.
professions. So now, recently, we had management team trainee batch all put together on board, and they are very curious. So being
Mhm.
curious is one of the important aspect of learning new things. It is not a technology which will always spoon feed you, but it is very very important to understand the ground realities, the problems which are faced on ground by people. Now for that purpose you'll have to connect more with the people. It is not sitting behind the screens and creating a strategy all put together which is deployed across globe or across business, but it is more going on the ground, understand people what they are actually facing issues or how they are experiencing at their workplace. So first and foremost is go meet people, connect with people, understand their experiences. The second part is very important again. Now I have seen they are I mean, especially young people who are more curious. They're absolutely fantastic in their curriculum, understanding the processes, understanding the HR
Yes.
function well. I mean, that's amazing. But at the same time, it is very very important to align that with the business. Now, if I
Mhm.
make onboarding mechanism or onboarding strategy here by sitting in my cabin, that won't work. You'll have to understand from the business leaders what exactly they are expecting from newcomers, what exactly they are expecting the new person to accomplish on 38 days, on 68 days, or in that sense, in first initial 6 months. So it is very, very important being for HR person to understand business requirement. And
Mhm.
now, third is very, very important. There is no any other option for this point is to educate yourself continuously. There is no
Yes.
any other way. You'll have to learn new tools, new technology. You have to keep eye on what is happening across globe, what is happening in various industry, not limited to the industry where you are working on. So
Mhm.
you'll have to understand what Elon Musk is saying and what he has recently said, that after 10 years or 15 years down the line, the work would be the option. you know. So that's
Yes.
all put together out of box. I mean, we never heard about this. Work is option. How come? I think this is the right time. We have to reflect. We have to see. We have to anticipate or sense what is there coming in from the future. These are
Yes.
the things I think everyone needs. No, and for that matter, need not to be 20 years of experience or just pass out a student. This applies everyone.
Yes, definitely, sir. Coming to our next segment that will give our listeners a clear path. It's time for a rapid fire round where there will be questions with options. So, when implementing a
Interesting.
AI solution, yes, sir. Okay. When implementing an AI solution in HR, you prioritize its ability to deliver A, a speed of transactional processing, B, reduction of unconscious biases, C, a clear ROI or cost reduction, and D, enhanced employee experience.
So I think without doubt, the last option D is employee experience is top of the thought. I think.
Yes. Okay. Next question. For the biggest risk associated with AI in HR, what is the most critical? Data privacy and security breaches, algorithm biases and fairness issues, employee resistance to change, and technical complexities and maintenance cost.
Option B to D, there is no any issue there. Everyone has to align with that. But option A is very, very important. Data breach and security. This is it's a common problem for across industry, be it individual or a business or operations or any other institute. In that sense, data privacy and
Yes.
it's very, very important.
Yes. So, next question. In the AI driven HR function, which aspects demands the most from an HR leader? Operational stability of the AI system, continuous upskilling of the workforce, compliance and regulatory oversight, or employee adoption and trust in the organization?
See, though compliance is very, very important aspect, but everyone has to again work on that.
Yes.
Here in this era, it is really important to upskill the knowledge, upskill individuals about the new
Yes.
technology which are coming. So I think I'll go with the option B.
Upskilling. Yes, sir. Last question for the rapid fire round. When looking at a new HR or leadership role in HR, is it more important to prioritize the challenges that your core, challenges using your core skill, working in a well known industry, or the opportunity to focus entirely on strategy or the stability of the organization?
See, I think the all these are very, very important, but I think option B sounds more relevant to the market
Mhm.
because that's another aspect, and uh, not as I said, this is not for the person who is seasoned person, but the person who is just enter into the career
Yeah.
and
Career.
started the career. So I think that person also required to understand this aspect importantly.
Yes. Understood. Thank you so much, sir. It was illuminating and very experience driven. Now we come to our final question for the session, which is dedicated entirely to our listeners who are stepping into the corporate world to help them. Sir, you have successfully navigated various complex transitions in HR and now you lead the AI transformations. What are the most final recommendations, advice, or suggestions you would like to give young students and professionals who are just starting their journey, especially for those who might want to follow their career path into a high demand and tech integrated field like AI driven HR?
Yeah, I mentioned few of them earlier as well. Be curious,
Yes.
align with the business, understand your own strength and basis that keep continuous learnings. But very important aspect here is don't judge on the basis of machine data or on the basis of the algorithms. Don't judge people. Connect more with the people. Be with the people. Empathy and judgment is one of the important aspect while working into HR is required nowadays. Here, of course, your dashboards, your data points will definitely, suggest you certain activities or certain actions to be done. But at the same time, you'll have to understand the human behind the data. So I think
The
that's a very important aspect because every time, I mean, as we said, quickly data and dashboards are coming in front of you just to take a
yes,
decisions. But before taking a decisions, you have to be very empathetic, and at the same time,
yes,
don't be judgmental. Understand the
mhm,
ground reality, understand the person. I'll give you a very important example here. Many times in the at the time of recruitment, basis whatnot AI driven development centers and assessment centers, we are getting reports of individuals, their profiling, their way of working in distress, way of working in a difficult situation, decision making ability and whatnot. And basis that, it is almost quite easy for any individual to take a decision about the right candidate. But we always promote that any manager who is conducting or taking a decision basis on the data, ask that, and we usually ask that manager to connect with the employee, connect with the person, understand the perspectives, because interpretations varies person to person, and that's very important aspects. So if we want to reduce or mitigate or manage the biases, it is very important to connect human first. That's what I
yes.
feel.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I think this experience of yours will help enlighten a lot of new budding young professionals to understand, to connect with people, and to help them understand that the biases and fairness in an organization. So, coming to an end to the session, uh, thank you to all our listeners for tuning in to season 4, episode 4, premiere of College to Corporate, Corporate Insights Unplugged. We hope you found this podcast deep dive into HR strategies, digital transformation, and pivotal role of AI as insightful as we did. Please don't forget to subscribe whenever you get your podcast, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for more corporate insights. Have a productive week.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for tuning in to episode 4, season 4 of College to Corporate. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. You can also catch us on Spotify and all our other social media platforms for more insightful information. We're looking forward to have you with us for episode 5.